When we are together in spirit, we co-create a world that benefits all beings. And so we birth a new consciousness, as in B-E-A-R-T-H, birth a new consciousness. We breathe a new consciousness, and this is the consciousness of Gaia. We are midwives of Gaia, and within our circle is a portal of light. It spirals up and down, deeply forming an axis of light around which we can rotate. As we rotate around this cosmic pillar of light, we see the world through various points of view. We become more accepting, and so we each become more whole. We are co-evolving with Gaia. Thank you so much for being here. And now I'll send it over to Danae.
Thank you, Meenakshi. That was beautiful. I want to acknowledge that Meenakshi did all these things that you're seeing. She did all that, which I'm very grateful for, because yeah, technology weirds me out. So some of you already know me and some of you don't know me, so I'll do a little introduction. My Midwives for Gaia kept coming to me strongly starting last fall, and Gaia gave me several transmissions. I'd be meditating or out by the lake by my home, and she would start talking to me and gave me clear instruction about where we're heading as a planetary body and as a species. And it was very specific, and I felt really moved by the things she was saying. And so I felt to start a collective community called Midwives for Gaia, because in my experience, Gaia is the consciousness that I might also call God, source, spirit, universal, the higher self. And that it's not just the planetary body of Mother Earth that is the expression of this divine consciousness, that our bodies are that. So her transformation is our transformation. And her waking up to new levels of beingness is the same with us. So we're all midwifing the birth of this new consciousness together. And that brought me to the desire to create a collaboration around the world with people who are all about that, who already understand they're powerful, they're awake, they're forerunners, they're trailblazers, and we need that right now, very, very strongly. Most of us know the old world structures are coming apart on purpose, perfectly divinely timed, and though the habit might have been to look at the younger generation, like the children upstairs now being born, some of us older folks might look at them and say, well, they are their new reality. They are going to turn the world around, and that's not their job. It's our job. And so they are aligning with us, and they're bringing the new consciousness with them. It's actually all of our collaboration together. If we're in a body, we're here on purpose. And that's what my guides Thea always say. If you are here, it is on purpose. It's not by accident. So Midwives for Gaia, for me, is a collaboration with Meenakshi, where she's bringing her gifts and her great experience with Gaia as a living consciousness, which adds a whole nother dimension to my experience, which is really joyous for me. And so we're here to go through the hero formula in relationship to being midwives for Gaia, and then see where that takes us. So we're going to have about a 1-hour journey together, and Meenakshi and I are just going to throw the baton gently back and forth between us to go on a journey with all of you. So back to you. We lost your sound.
Today is also new moon, a very special Lunar New Year, which billions of people celebrate. And in the consciousness, we are all celebrating that. We are all observing it. It's also a time when many planets are aligning. And so no wonder when Danae suggested Midwives for Gaia, and we said, which is the day of a month when we can meet? And we just said, let it be new moon. So today is the first of many new moons that we will be meeting together. And this synchronizing and this aligning it in this easy and simple way is exactly what this consciousness, this new consciousness is all about. We don't even need to know astrology. We don't need to actually have the information or knowledge. It will just come to us as we open our own intuitions, which I think everyone who's here already knows, because I know all of you have that consciousness within you. So let's just take a moment to breathe. I know someone told me once, what do you mean breathe? I'm always breathing. But we know that we are not always conscious of that breath. So just take 1 or 2 breaths, which are belly breaths. It's very fashionable to have, flat bellies. And so we often don't breathe enough with our belly. And yet those who have knowledge of Reiki or information or just the feeling of what is below the navel, so many of our organs, so much of all our reproductive organs are there. And so as you connect with your breath, just connect with the heart and the womb of Mother Earth. And take 5 breaths, allowing your belly to expand to its fullest with the in-breath and contract with the out-breath. And allow from your womb an intention to arise. We will be sharing this intention with the group. Let us come back to this time and space. And when you're ready to share your intention, you can raise your hand just physically, it's easier, or through the reactions. Gil, would you like to share, just share one word, one phrase, one sentence? What is your intention for today?
To set clear expectations.
April?
Peace. Peace. That's all I heard. Peace.
Sophie?
Forgiveness.
Mariana is writing to be present in the now. Anyone else would like to share? You can write in the chat. Betsy is saying peace, love, and joy. I don't know if Teresa?
Love and organization.
Barbie? She may not be able to because of being with the children. It's important to, for a moment, I'm just going to read these intentions aloud and let them go into us as we go around the central pillar and feel that all these intentions are ours. Set clear expectations, peace, forgiveness, to be present in the now, peace, love, and joy, love and organization, and in the hearts of all who are within us, all who are here because they are in our hearts. Let us just release these intentions now into the pillar of light. And now it's over to you, Danae.
Got it. In meditation this morning, I was remembering this long green velvet dress I used to have ages and ages ago. And I'm looking at you over in the chat box. I realize I need to look this way. And I was thinking, wouldn't it be lovely to find a crushed green velvet dress just like that one? And I got this wild hair and drove on down to Boulder to a resale shop that I love. And just walked in because I'm in my artisan creative side and I want to wear something beautiful for Valentine's Day. Went straight to the back of the store. There is a long green crushed velvet dress. And I was like, that's the same exact color as the dress that I had. And isn't it remarkable that I can go from something manifesting in meditation to manifesting on the physical plane that fast? And that was a great demonstration of what I want to point toward in how we are going to use our intentions and jump on over to the hero formula. Anyway, for anyone curious, the long and short of it, it was a shamanic death and rebirth getting that dress on and off. I didn't buy it. So, but it was fun to see the manifestation. And I wanted to share that just for fun to set us up. So we're taking our intentions now that we're embodying through all of us. And my question for you is, who are you? I'm going to take you through the hero formula and actually invite you to answer each one of these questions after I give you a little bit of frame of reference for how to work with it. We're working with the hero formula relative to being a midwife for Gaia. So that's at the top of your mental page, or if you have a physical page, Midwives for Gaia. That is what this is about. That's what you're called to. Here you are. So who are you at this time relative to being a midwife for Gaia? Are you clear? Do you know what your calling is? Are you inspired? Are you open and curious and questioning and wondering, who am I? Are you caught up in personality stories or struggles that are distracting you from fully showing up in your love for yourself? Who are you at the time? So I'd like for us to take a moment right now and note to yourself, however you do that, either mentally or jot it down on a piece of paper or maybe in cyberspace here, relative to being a midwife for Gaia and what that means for you. Who are you at this time? Well, let's take a moment to do that first. And if you have questions, just ask me. And when you feel like you've got a pretty good sense of who you are at the time, just go ahead and complete your writing and look up, and I'll know that we can proceed. For those who I can see anyway. Okay, so I'm going to move on to the next step. Step 2 is my predicament. Now, a predicament can look like something that appears to be an outside circumstance or condition, or it can be an internal place of confusion or struggle. So I'll give an example for that. For me, a predicament that I know that I'm working with, at least it was strong for me yesterday, was some challenges with my mother, who's got mental emotional instability and is in an assisted living place. So in the past, because of the trauma I've had dealing with this with her, that would rock my world. I would be somewhere like away at college and I would get a phone call and my mom would be on the other end of the phone, basically in a manic episode. And I was hundreds of miles away and it rocked my world. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to help her. And so this has happened repeatedly for most of my adult life. So something similar to that happened yesterday. And it arose and we ended up having a meeting at the facility where she lives. And I sat in the experience in that moment, feeling the quaking in my core, the concern as a daughter, and the angst of being confused as to who was telling the truth in the scenario we were dealing with. It was a predicament. And because there's a history of trauma in my body with that, it carried into the day, carried into the night. And I woke up this morning with that in my body saying, in the past, this would pull me off my center, absorb all my creative energies, and distract me from being in my core and present with myself in love, and distract me from the fact that Spirit's always taking care of everything and I don't actually need to do anything about it. So the predicament for me was an internal predicament. Where am I placing my energy? What am I trusting in? And how do I want to conserve and direct the creative life force Gaia gives me? So that's an internal example of a predicament. So now with you, you're here to be a midwife for Gaia. You've identified who you are in relationship to that. I'd like you to take a moment and drop into your body and just see what predicament might be up for you, whether it looks like an external block or an internal position with your emotions and your ability to focus. What is a predicament that could pull you out of being a midwife for Gaia? Meaning birthing your own awakened consciousness and impacting the whole planetary body and all the beings upon her. Just take a minute to explore, what is your predicament? So part of our journey as you're finishing up writing about your predicament, part of our intention and journey in holding this circle once a month on the new moon is the high creative energy, is source energy. And we are we are the expressed life of that. And as we have a conscious attunement to that, we utilize that to help direct us, to give us insight, to give us aha moments, to give us ways to move through seeming roadblocks or distractions. So that brings us to how you ask the universe for help. Maybe for you, it's your higher self, God, Goddess, Gaia, Spirit, Source, Love, whatever the word is for you. How do you ask for help? Do you write a question in your journal and get automatic writing and write the answers? Do you channel it? Do you hear Spirit in your heart or in your mind? So what I'd like you to do now is go to the next step and tune in to that place, that sacred place within you that is the wisdom to guide your life. And go ahead and ask for help with this predicament. You're here to awaken being a midwife for Gaia. You've identified who you are at this time. You've identified the predicament. And now you want to form a question and asking for help. So first notice how you ask for help, and then go ahead and form a way to ask that living divine intelligence for help with your predicament. It may be true for some of you to just close your eyes and go into silent prayer. Everyone has a different way of navigating this part. And sometimes this step and the next step move very quickly with each other. The next step is receiving your guidance. So if you start to get a response, go ahead and record it, write it down or remember it in your mind. Listen, feel, sense, open, see what comes forward to guide you, the divine responding to your asking for help. How do you receive your guidance? And I want to assure you that this relationship you have with your divine intelligence is given. It's natural. It's always there. So you can always come back into the living conversation, after our circle is complete. It's my hope that this could become a way of life for you if it isn't yet. So I'm going to move us on to the next step, making choices. Now, sometimes we receive one word, sometimes we receive a sensation, a feeling, a sense of direction, and sometimes we receive like paragraphs of response from our guidance. And we're at choice, we have free will. And so this piece is pivotal because if the ego personality structure is in great attachment to what it wants, it may not have the breathing room to fully receive the guidance that we've been given. It may not be making room for it. So it's always important to know that in our human nature, we're at choice. We can choose to ask for help or not. We can choose to follow our guidance or not. So in this instance, maybe take a short review on what did you receive? What was your sense of your guidance? Maybe you were literally told some things that you can do to assist you in your role as midwife for Gaia to move cleanly and clearly through the predicament. So making choices, go ahead and check in with the guidance you received, whatever that was, and just check in with your heart and your body and see, out of the choices you've been given by your guidance, what would you like to choose? Is it all of it? Does it all resonate? Is it one little piece? Just see what feels real and true for you, because we want alignment inside and outside with our guidance. So go ahead and check in with yourself about what choices do you have here? And again, I'm just going to keep moving us forward here. You can always come back to this. I find this part, making choices, very pivotal in the integration of personality with divine intelligence, because we want to be integrated. We want to be healthy and balanced and well in our experiencing as we move forward. And this piece is very integrating. The next piece is taking action. So out of the choices that you were presented with, and out of what you personally choose, what resonates for you, this is where boots on the ground, you know, in the body activity. What action do you choose to support yourself as a midwife for Gaia, moving through the predicament, having asked for help and been responded to, having seen the choices before you? What action do you choose? This is where you make the agreement with yourself of something you are going to follow through on. And again, it could be an internal shift, it could be an external action, it could be both. So see what action you delight in taking and note that to yourself. The next piece is interesting because we sometimes don't know the results until the results happen on the physical plane in the external expression. However, I'd like you to pay attention right now to your internal life and see what results you have energetically. How are you feeling now? How does it feel to connect with your guidance? How does it feel to have the courage to ask for help? How does it feel to be able to recognize who you are in the moment? How does it feel to step forward as a midwife for Gaia? Notice the benefits of the internal results now. And then we'll set up a way for you to communicate the external results over the next month. Okay, so just take a couple of deep breaths and let yourself digest this short hero formula you just went through, how you did that for yourself, a moment of compassion and gratitude to yourself for this journey that you just took. I hope you have more clear information for yourself to work with. And what I'd love to do in order to track results is you'll have at the end both Meenakshi and my email address. We really do want to hear from you. We're holding the intentions with you, and we want to know how the results are rolling out on the physical plane over time. And since we're going to connect from new moon to new moon, really powerful energies, we're in this together. So thank you for your attention and going through the formula. And I toss the magic wand back to Meenakshi.
So here I am. We're going to just continue with the hero formula as co-creators with Gaia. So I'm going to slightly go off script, as I often do, and ask everyone to just say their name to themselves. You know, the message that came to me today very strongly is that your name is a mantra. It is the most intimate mantra that we have, because with your name is your sense of self, your sense of groundedness, and also your centering. Many people are uncomfortable using the given name. You may have a name which which really seems like your name. It could be a nickname, or it could be something that you tell yourself. We sometimes have a name that we use when we are scolding ourselves. I found myself doing this recently, and I said, really, I'm calling myself this and another name when we are comfortable and relaxed. So after this, we're going to, if we share anything in this circle, in the upcoming circles, let us always start by saying, I am. I am. I am Meenakshi. I am Gil. I am April. Because this also honors the being that we have taken on in this life. So having said that, we are now going to go through the 4 steps. And let's do it with our hands, starting together. Let's think of, in this new moon is very powerful because we can release a lot. With the left hand, we can release, and with the right hand, we can receive. So as you release, just think of things in your mind that you would like to release. Let's release it could be a forgiveness, it could be a letting go, or it could be something a burden that you have carried for a long time. It could be a pain that has been there with you, or even a goal that you now feel does not really matter to you anymore. Let's release ourselves for about a minute. Think of a few things, and as you do, keep opening your fingers. Deeply acknowledge what you are releasing. Honor it and let it go into the light. Allow your hands to be open like a lotus in front of your heart, your Anahat chakra. And now receive. Please open to receive as many of the gifts of Gaia, of Mother Earth, of loving light from the world. Receive it and absorb it deeply into your body, your mind, your feelings, your emotions, into the very essence of you, yourself, your DNA getting transformed. Take a few minutes and just absorb, receive and absorb. Feel yourself beloved of Mother Earth. Feel the gratitude of Gaia as we awaken to being midwives, co-creators with her. Allow a gentle smile of Gaia to come into your heart and into your face. Feel all the cells of your body tingling. And when we are ready, let us together begin to radiate this out. Spreading your arms as wide as you can. We'll do it together till we are all synchronized. We'll do it 2 or 3 times. So with our hands in lotus position, and then we open them and we radiate. Radiate, releasing everything into the world, all the gifts that we have received, and then receiving them back again. One last time. Releasing, receiving, absorbing, and radiating. In gratitude for Gaia and all beings. And if we could, all together now, just say these words, if you could unmute yourselves, and we will read them together. Many years ago in 2009, Gaia had given me a message called the Gaia Minute. I will share it next time. But today I would like to share these words which had come to me, because I feel these are close to what we do as midwives. So can we read them together? Earth says, I am Gaia. Love me as I love you. Forgive me as I forgive you. Care for me as I care for you. Delight in me as I delight in you. Honor each other so I may be honored. Enjoy my gifts so I may enjoy yours. See me in you as I see you in me. Care for all brothers and sisters. Love my children as I love you. Go and involve all. It is time. Thank you. And now, very special treat.
So I want to stay with the beautiful prayer that Gaia just gave us through you, Meenakshi. Thank you, and invite everyone to close your eyes and feel your own truth of being the consciousness that is the consciousness of Source, Spirit, Universe, Gaia, Mother Earth, the one divine that we are. And the song I'm going to sing for you was a direct transmission from Mother Earth to me at 3 a.m. So these are her words. I've never changed any of them. And this is her message to us. I hear her voice calling. She whispers to say, I've so much to tell you. Will you hear me this day? And again, she hopes somebody will listen. We go on, we go on, we go on. I am old, she says, yet I am ready to grow. It is time for me to finally let go. And I know we can all feel her changes. We go on, we go on, we go on. And the mother's song, like your inner voice, speaks with knowing of a long ago choice. The mother's song, like your inner voice, speaks with knowing of a long ago choice. La 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 la, la da dee da. We go on, we go on, we go on. In your heart, she says, you can feel such peace as we shed the old in a quick unrelease, and a new life begins to emerge. We go on, we go on, we go on. Then she pulls through my heart like never before. I was filled with compassion and loved her even more. And she is waiting for her time to grow. We go on, we go on, we go on. And the mother's song, like your inner voice, speaks with knowing of a long ago choice. The mother's song, like your inner voice, speaks with knowing of a long ago choice. La 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 la, la da dee da da. We go on, we go on, we go on. As you sit in the sweet place within you, I invite you to allow one word to come to you now. The one word that is both an acknowledgement of your beingness and an invocation of the truth. And we're all going to take a turn to speak our word into reality. And I invite you to speak from the heart of your being, not your mind, from the richness of that which you are. We'll just intuitively go around. For those who can't unmute and speak, go ahead and put your word in the chat box. Mariana says love.
Peace.
Depth.
Love.
My word is devotion.
So, I think Sophie has not yet spoken.
She said love. Yeah, Sophie?
Uh, yeah.
We haven't heard from Teresa, not in the chat box either.
Yeah, that's right. Sometimes it takes her time to unmute. She may be on her phone.
What is your word, Meenakshi?
Love.
You two said it at exactly the same time.
Oh, that's what happened. Okay.
Beautiful.
We both said the same thing. We are aligned.
Teresa says thanks. Thank you, Teresa. That's her word.
Yes, that's a powerful word. I wonder how you all have liked this way of connecting. I love connection. I love sharing, and I like these meetings. I hope you will come next month. It's going to be on 13th of March, which is a Saturday. And if you want to be in touch, you can just take a photo of this page, how to be in touch with either Danae or me. And we have a group on Facebook. I don't know yet, actually, Danae and I have just sort of started meeting. You wouldn't think it. I feel so comfortable with you, Danae. We really just spoke to one another yesterday on face to face. You know, we just met like 3 times maybe. But we have this group called a Daily Wordless Prayer for Gaia, which is actually leading into the message of the Gaia Minute, which is to just spend a few minutes every day, choose any one time, stay with that time, and just be in loving gratitude of Mother Earth, nothing else. But just this little thing, simple things are what change the world, not complex things. It's very easy. I'm so grateful, really, that all of you came today. It's very beautiful that you did. And do share anything you would like to share. It's open mic now.
Everyone is permeated in sacred stillness. Beautiful. Any sharing or even any questions, anything at all? We're here. And there may not be.
For myself and possibly for April and even Sophie, who I know, we came with the intention of supporting both of you. Mariana, I received that and it's all good. Only because I'm talking, so I just said that for everyone. So we came to support this.
He said, thank you for coming. Or listen to him. He's talking. Now listen, listen. What do you say?
Gil, please continue.
Grateful for having this circle to come and be in presence with Gaia. This seems to be becoming more evident to many, many people. There's lots of people waking up to their service and they're not exactly sure where to focus their will and resources, or will or resources. And so my intention coming here today was at least twofold. One in supporting Danae and yourself, Meenakshi, for producing the event, setting the stage and anchoring the platform for us to, as a group, give our thanks and thoughts and co-create together. So that's amazing. And we came to support that. I certainly did. And now I feel great that I can take this energy forth to those that I'm already inspiring to meet us in different ways. And co-creation is beyond just this platform. It's the flower is opening. It's a crazy, amazing time of the history of mankind on Gaia.
Yes.
In planetary existence. So here we go.
We are flying with Gaia. We are not going to be in this planet for long, maybe. We're going to go all over the world, all over the cosmos. Gil, I'm happy that you talked about the platform, because on Co-Creator Circle, we have many events. We have meditations and all that. So everything related to, these topics, most of them are like today, free or pay as you wish, if needed, just to keep the platform, in fact, what I want, and you can always find those events at cocreatorcircle.eventbrite.com. So I'm also always looking to have people show their events there. And so what would you, I'm very happy if you would like to present something there.
Thank you. I'm open to that.
Do I have your email? Did you sign on through Eventbrite?
I did.
Okay.
Just about an hour ago. It's marketingwithgilnelson@gmail.com.
Okay. Okay, that would be wonderful to be in touch with you. Anyone else wants to share something?
Just so grateful for this platform and this group of people and this time and space that everybody has to connect and take part in this. It's really amazing.
Yeah.
You guys are awesome.
I'm so grateful for what you did, Danae. Really, what a beautiful song. And I don't know how you feel, but we could also have longer moments of silence next time. We can, I think we are both open to suggestions also, how you would like to have the connections. So if you think of something, please write to one of us or both of us or whatever.
Yeah,
Okay.
beautiful. Everyone collaborating and contributing together has really made it rich and deeply lovely. And I love your energy, Meenakshi. It's just I'm blissed out. Every time I talk to you, I go like wandering and I have to ground back down again. So this is our first time out, and we intentionally have kept it contained and mostly to 1 hour, and followed a format that we felt guided to offer for this first time out. I'm sure we're learning, and your feedback is important. And next month might look completely and utterly different, and we don't know anything other than following spirit, just like all of you. So thank you so much for sharing your beautiful brilliance with us. And seriously, I'm very curious about how the hero formula is working for you. I know that you noticed we didn't do a lot of interacting time, a lot of storytelling, give us feedback. How is it going? Who were you at this time? Tell us what your answers are. Just for this first time, we did that on purpose to contain the energy. It doesn't mean we're not interested. So if you want to share with us highlights of your experience and how it's going, then we can join you in the results that you're receiving as we roll forward through these next 30 days. I personally would love that.
So would that be on your email or your group or some, maybe?
Yeah, on the email.
On
That's
the email.
easiest
Okay.
for right now. That's just the easiest way for me to function is email. And yeah. So thank you.
Thank you.
much.
Thank you so much.
I'll ring the gong to end our.
Yes. Yes, we can all bring our things next time and play our.
Blessings.
We can do different things each time.
Yeah. And I forgot to say to those here who I don't know, the hero formula is actually every Sunday is a teaching video with a new story demonstration. And I know that April, Gill, and Sophie are getting them. If anyone else on the call would like to receive those, just email me and let me know. They're every Sunday and they're free, and it's really fun.
Okay.
Are we going? Okay, I can stay here
Okay,
forever.
we close.
Love.
We can close in a moment of silence and everyone
Okay.
can leave as they like.
Thank you.